Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. You don't have to behave or shrink like people expect you to. This is something I picked up on from a quote I seen that Brendon Burchard had mentioned on his Facebook fan page here about a few days back. But that thought really is true because, I mean, why go down to somebody's level as far as mentally just because they might be afraid as far as stretching themselves to grow what's possible? You see what I'm saying? As far as like anything, maybe things like some people don't like to talk about. Let's just say a lot of people don't like to talk about money. I mean, why shrink down and feel bad yourself as far as talking about money when it makes some people uncomfortable? Like, why is it like, okay, that's the case, then maybe it's just time to simply just go find some new friends. Just being straight up. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that those people that you hang around with are bad people. Oh, no, not at all. You see, but sometimes we have to love people from a distance. And again, like I said, why do we have to even behave as far as, hang around people that are not willing to stretch because it scares them for whatever reason? You see what I mean? They're not willing to just really have a growth mindset, still stuck on that fixed mindset. And just a lot of other things as far as like people just always talking about people, but never talking about goals, dreams, and plans. You see, I mean, you tell me what's more fulfilling. I mean, probably for the most part, a lot of people would say the latter part. But again, how often are we willing to go about, like I mentioned a few moments ago, as far as growing into that, growing into those dreams, going to those goals and plans that we have set forth? And then what's the action that we're taking? Are we taking any action, or are we just sitting there just always talking about it? Something from Eric Thomas, hip hop preacher, I saw that he had mentioned in a quote as far as, you keep crying, things got to change, but you aren't willing to change. And that happens with a lot of people, unfortunately. As far as that, it's really what Jim Rohn mentioned many years ago as far as walking away from 97%. That's 97% right there. The ones always talking about things to change, but you look at their actions, they're not doing anything. You see, and again, this goes back to now what I said as far as what Brendon Burchard mentioned as far as don't behave or able to shrink down to that level. Don't expect them to go to that level as far as what they expect you to do. Because they're not willing to have like a definite major purpose, as Napoleon Hill mentioned. They're not willing to just think bigger thoughts, go after big things, and then if they do accomplish something, not willing to go and stretch themselves to go accomplish something even bigger and greater. You see, something as far as maybe to go help serve more people. Because, I mean, you really help the world as far as your example more than your opinion. And again, everybody has an opinion. But the thing is, like, what is it as far as I keep on saying, like a broken record so far? What are your actions saying? Are you actually maybe following people of success? Are you hanging around people, like-minded people as well? Success, they're going to help inspire and motivate you. You see, all this does play a big role, so you don't have to go down to the level as far as people just being scared as far as not wanting to talk about money. But we know money, it really does, when it comes to it, it's money is not important, but it really does involve everything that is important. You see, little things like such as that. So why do we have to keep that as a hush-hush when it really is that important? You see what I'm saying? Just little things like that. You don't have to shrink down to the 97% thought process, their level. That's really what Brendon Burchard was mentioning as far as that. Just why not just grow and stretch yourself and go and accomplish something that you want as far as what what you want to accomplish in your life. So just something I want to leave you with. And if you got value for what we shared here, I'd love to read comments below. I'd like to see the video. If that being said, I will see you in the next video.